Good day, beautiful people. How are you? As for myself, I'm doing wonderful. Praise Yahweh. Aye. So the title of today's video is called The Golden Child. But first of all, praise you, Father Yahweh, the universe, the Yahweh, my heart, the Holy One who is and there is no other. Hallelujah. Le trole. Oh, praise you, Father Yahweh, Layet. I praise you, Father Yahweh, the universe. I. Oh, praise you. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So, yes, the title of today's video, The Golden Child. Let us begin, brethren. The man in white linen with a hood and his journey west towards the Rainbow Isles in search of destiny. He journeys on the path and comes across Mother Miriam's sister Margaret, his aunt, alongside Margaret's daughter Katrina and her husband Tito and her son Reno. They converse with one another, simply catching up. All the while, the man who has the truth awaited his flight. He looks thereon and converses with his cousin Katrina, the eldest child of Aunt Margaret's children, when suddenly he hears Katrina's husband Tito raising his voice towards him, feeling irritable. The man who has the truth looks over to him and speaks with a loud voice saying, "Do not provoke me." All the while, Tito froze and was silent. The man who has the truth glances away and sees a white clock with black trim hanging on the wall. He looks at the time and sees that it is 3 in the afternoon. He looks over to his cousins and says, "I'm so tired, I need to sleep to make time pass by quicker." His flight back home via the Alofa Isle was scheduled at 12 midnight. He perceives his family wanting him to stay, so he says to them, "If I happen not to make tonight's flight, I can only stay for a day or two." He then exits the main entry door of the house and heads on outside. He walks and walks when he comes across a beautiful sandy beach. He pushes on and continues on the path, and comes across a mountain covered with green trees and plants. He sees a trail alongside the mountain and follows it upward. And as he's walking up along the path, he comes across a small local shop with island delicacies. So he buys a can of Crown brand corned beef from a local island woman in her 30s. He pays for the Crown brand corned beef and soon realizes he is low on cash with very little funds in his bank account. Soon after, he walks up the trail towards the mountaintop and comes to a sudden stop. The path had ended as he stood on the mountaintop. He looks thereon, and straight ahead and all around the island, scanning the horizon, he sees the deep blue sea of the Pacific Ocean, a breathtaking sight. And as he gazes towards the right side of the island, he could clearly see a sandbar sticking out, separating the island and bay from the deep blue ocean of the North Pacific. A beautiful sight it is. Moments after, the man who has the truth speaks and says, "I have completed what I was supposed to do, and now I am ready for the man-child." He journeys further on the path. However, he is not alone. In front of him stood the woman with the wisdom clothed in sackcloth, and to her right stood the golden child, arrayed in fine white linen layered with a golden sash, wrapped from the right shoulder down to his left waist, followed behind by the man who has the truth. And as they walked along the path, the man who has the truth glances towards the golden child, when suddenly the golden child looks over his left shoulder and sees him walking behind. Oh, the sight of him, handsome and yet ever so beautiful. He looks thereon and sees a beautiful boy with feminine features. He recalls the golden child having gorgeous curly blonde hair with streaks of black. And as the three, the woman with the wisdom, the golden child, and the man who has the truth walked on the path, they come to a sudden stop. Whence the woman with the wisdom looks over to the golden child and points towards the right with her index finger. The golden child walks over to the right side, followed by the woman with the wisdom. The man who has the truth walks forward and makes his way towards the front, alongside the woman with the wisdom and the golden child to his right. When the man who has the truth spoke suddenly, saying, "The child will be coming to me. He smiles and is ever so happy and at peace. He voyages south on the path towards the Isle of Alofa, when he comes across a crowd of people gathering all along the wharf by the main harbor, where the deep blue sea meets the green bay waters of Pongo Harbor. The man who has the truth walks over it and onto a cargo vessel, and towards the starboard side of the ship. He begins walking down a staircase ladder attached to the side of the vessel, taking him down towards the deep blue sea, and towards the bottom edge, just a few inches above water. When he reaches out with his right hand and gently touches the waters with his right index finger, and as he touches the blue waters of the deep, it begins to ripple immediately. As waves began forming all around, he knew instantaneously that a shaking was coming, followed by a wave. Soon after, the man who has the truth walks back up towards the ship's main deck. He glances over towards the crowd of people gathering on and along the wharf. They would not approach him, nor come onto the ship. And as he stood on the main deck of the vessel, the man who has the truth sees the child in front of him. He reaches out with his arms and hands ever so gently, and picks up the little baby boy off the vessel's deck. He then cuddles the child immediately, with the child in his arms up close to his chest, his face gently rubbing up against the child's face. He slowly dances in circles with the child in his arms, as the crowd stood by and watched. And as he danced with the baby, he could feel the ship sway a little, but not a whole lot. He knew and perceived in the spirit the crowd standing on the wharf could feel the shaking. Once the man who has the truth finds himself standing in front of an altar, a beautiful white altar, clothed in a white robe. He looks and sees that it is pure white all around. He realizes he is not on this earth. While facing the beautiful white altar, he sees one standing on the right side of it, and one standing on the left side of it, also clothed in white. Whence out of nowhere, he hears the spirit saying ever so clearly, "The child." He turns back a sudden and looks over his left shoulder, from whence the voice was coming. Ilahi, hello, Ilahi, hello, letu. La Elohim. Turenarayi. Ay, ayin na yelo, ayin na raetaye. Ay, Elohim na yelo. Arena na elayeto rahare yelayen. Ay, Elohim. Ay, Toy Elohim. Manara Elohim Eletu. La Holy, holy, holy art thou, Yahweh, the universe. Holy, 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 holy is he, holy. Holy is he, Hallelujah, Yahweh Elohim Narahe. Edori Laye. Ay. Ay, Tayelwa. Alahi Manael Tayelayan. Ay, Holy. Indeed, Elohim. In Manayel, you are holy. Hallelujah. Yahweh Layel. Oh, Layel Naretayel. Ay, Tayeloa. Emanayelahim. Ito eh. Ay. Hallelujah. Layel. Hallelujah. Narayel. Hallelujah. Yahweh Layel Noe. Ay. Tayel, Layel. Ay. Hallelujah. Layel. To Layel. Oh, praise you. You're so holy. Indeed. Indeed, Lion. Elohim. Tore hayelo ahen na ye. Ayan naman ay hielo hielait. O hinayel. Ay hinayelo ay hinaraya. Ay hinayelo naray. Tayaray. Elo ay hinaraya tayel. Ano man ay. Ay. Tore laita. Elayen narayet tore. Areto elaye. Ay manayelwa. Aretore elaye. Manaye. Ay. Tahina. Aleto hien na hiela yelo aye na yela yel. To elayen. Ay. To hinaye. Enarayela taye. Ah. Eloa. Hien. Ito re hayel ayen narael. Ay, holy. Nayeta. Holy. Hallelujah, Yahweh Tole. Hello, 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 Alahi. Hello, Hallelujah. Tahin naraye. Ahin manaye norai hetaye. Ayen naye lo ahim. To elayen narael. Etaye etaye lo ahim manayel ayere tore haye manayel ayelo ahim manayel. Ay Yahweh laye. Henoraye laye naye laye tayel. To haye manaye. Ay. En manaye. Ay. Holy, 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 holy. Tahien aye. Tahien aye lo aye manaye naraeta yelo a hien tayel aye. Ay. Tayelo ahim. Tayelo ahien tarayet. Oe naye. Tayelo ah. Holy, 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 Yahweh, the universe. Hallelujah, Yahweh, praise you. I hallelujah Yahweh la ye narayeta ye Elohim. Narayela ye do harayeta. Aye namana ye Eloah narayet. Tayel yen traheta yes. Heta ye Eloah shayen tayel. O nar angela heta ye. Oi. Ai. Tore haye Eloah ye. Tahi Elohim. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Elayetwe. I holy. Indeed, you're holy. I oh Laeta. Oh, praise you. Join me, brothers and sisters, in singing the Our Father prayer song unto the Yahweh of the universe. Sing unto the living Yahweh of the universe. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy existence, and even so thy name. Thy kingdom is come, thy will is done, on this earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses against thee. And teach us to forgive others the same way forgive us, Father. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever and forevermore. In the name of the Holy Lamb, the one with the 7 eyes, which are your 7 spirits, whose name on this earth was Yeshua. But in your kingdom nobody knows his name of thee. Moreover, humbly come before you and before your throne. In your name, Yahuwah, the Yahuwah of the universe. For there is no other name but your name. Amen, amen, amen. I praise you. We love you. Ella. Ella ye nora ye ella ye tu ella. Ay Elohim. Mana ye Eloah. Hallelujah Yahweh tu. Le. Turiayel. Tayeloa. Yahweh. Manayela taye. Tayel. Ooh.